Book TV recently visited Capitol Hill to ask members of Congress what they're reading this summer.
Well, I'm going to start by finishing up the Essays of Montaigne, which I've been reading, and then I'm going to move into a reread of Fools, Frauds, and Firebrands by Roger Scruton. And then after that, I will continue on with my research and studies that I've been doing on the 1960s, particularly the 60 and the 68 election. And so I began there with Gary Will's discussion of the conventions in Miami and Chicago in '68, and have gone from there. I'll do Umberto Eco's Prague Cemetery, and I'll also finish up with a couple of Michael Crichton fictions.
Those first two books you listed, what's the purpose of reading those?
The Montaigne book is I'm reading because he is right at the nascent period of moving into the Enlightenment era. In some ways, he was very considered to be a prototypical humanist in some ways. I think to be educated on the Western civilization, you should probably read Montaigne. Secondly, the Fools, Firebrands, and whatever else that Roger Scruton's calling these folks, it's a look at the New Left, taking us from probably the 1920s forward, and the New Left and how that developed. And so I'm very interested in that as well.
How many books do you have going at one time?
Right now, I think I've got 6 books going. Yeah. So.
How do you manage that?
I don't sleep much. And you read whatever you're in the mood to read. So Montaigne, I'm mostly done with him, but I've got about 75, 80 pages to go. But I'm taking a few days off from him and going to. I might sneak a little early to the Prague Cemetery because that's a little bit more interesting in some ways, you know.
You've also got your own book coming out.
I've written a couple books, and I've got 2 books that were published. I'm working on another book right now, writing another book. But I have a book called The Doctrine of Liberty. That was the first one published, and that's a theological look at the doctrine of liberty. It's in and of itself, is there a doctrine of liberty within my faith, which is the Church of Jesus Christ of Latter-day Saints? And I think there is, and so I wrote that. And then the second one is, and you'll probably hear more about this because Jim DeMint just left Heritage Foundation to start working with a group to try to get an Article 5 convention to rewrite aspects of the United States Constitution, which I am adamantly opposed to. And I used to fight that all the time and debate that, and I said, I'm tired of debating, I'm just going to write a book. And so I wrote a book, and it's called The Con of the Con. So that's the other book, yeah.
Book TV wants to know what you're reading. Send us your summer reading list via Twitter @BookTV or Instagram @book_TV, or post it to our Facebook page, facebook.com/BookTV. Book TV on C-SPAN 2, television for serious readers.